that they like. Justin was very open to say, here's the opportunity I want. Put up a belt. But nothing else. Not you got to pay me more money, or you got to put me in a feature spot, or you got to fly out my coach first class. Absolutely nothing else. Just an opportunity. That could have been against Islam, which is who Justin thought it was going to be at one point. That could have been against Charles. That could have been against Ilia Topuria. That could have been against Sarukian. It happens to be Paddy, so I really admire that with Justin. That's a real tough guy. He's very legit and he's very sincere. Now, Justin did an interview and he talked about the X's and O's of this fight and said that his wrestling defense is second to none. That's interesting, by the way. Statistically speaking, he might actually have the best defense in MMA. He might.
Longer pay-per-views. Paddy Pimblett is who he is and is going to draw crazy eyeballs. And anytime you stick Justin Gaethje in a goddamn octagon, you're going to get craziness. You're going to get an unbelievable fight. It makes sense to me. It really does. I do feel for poor Arman Sarukian, who's so fucking good and probably really the truest test for Ilia Topuria in the whole division. Not that Gaethje, not that Paddy can't pull it off. Paddy, I still think has a ceiling that we really haven't seen fully touched yet. I think he's got a lot of room to show us. If he beats Justin Gaethje, you can't say shit about this kid anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
like he's got an opportunity to really show, even though Gaethje's been around a long time, he's one of the most violent, dangerous guys in the whole lightweight division. And if he beats him, then
well,
we're on him. It is the perfect time for Paddy to be facing somebody like Justin.
he did get face planted by Max Holloway as well.
And he's been knocked out. Yeah. Yeah. And he's been knocked out badly before that. That wasn't the first KO. I mean, Eddie Alvarez put him out with some knees and beat him up. Who else knocked him out?
I don't know. I'm just going to look it up right now.
Oh, well, Charles knocked him down really bad, I think, and then choked him out.
Well, yeah, no, he did. Knocked him out and then choked him out. Hold on. The record is here. His record is, wow. I'm just going through all the fight of the years and all the awards and everything. Taking forever. 26 wins, 5 losses. Knocked out 3 times. Max Holloway, Oliveira, choked him out. Habib, choked him out. Dustin Poirier, TKO. Eddie Alvarez, KO with the knee. Okay. Yeah. No shame in any of those.
No. No, he's only fought the best guys in the division. He debuted against Michael Johnson when Michael Johnson was, and by the way, still winning fights, but was really dangerous at the time.
Yeah, no, of course.
Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett ends with blood on the canvas and the lightweight division flipped upside down. And the scary part is we already know who survives, but you need to hear how this thing detonates round by round because it's not what anyone expects. This fight is booked, it's real, and it's dangerous as hell because you've got Justin Gaethje walking in like a man who doesn't ask for money, doesn't ask for favors, doesn't ask for hype. Just give me the belt and let me fight, and that alone should tell you something wild is about to happen. Everyone thought it was Islam, then Charles, then maybe Arman, then boom it lands on Paddy, and that twist alone tells me the UFC knows something most fans are missing. And stay locked in because before this script ends, there's one prediction that flips the odds completely and nobody is ready for it yet.
Do you believe against yourself he'll still be as aggressive, or do you think he's going to be trying to look to get this to the ground as quickly as possible?
Well, no, I think he's going to have to. Obviously, I think he's going to fight smart. I think he's going to fight a smart fight. I think he fought a smart fight versus Chandler. I think in the first round, he was very calculated. He wasn't necessarily over-aggressive, and I expect him to fight like that against me. And, I really got to control his feet, When it comes to technique, he might not be there, but when it comes to, like, aggression and tenacity, those are big variables when it comes to striking, and those are things that, he does not lack in. And so I'm gonna need to steal his momentum and steal the confidence because that's why he is so effective right now.
Justin Gaethje is not human when it comes to defense, and people sleep on that because they only remember the wars. But statistically, this man might have the best takedown defense in all of MMA, which is insane when you look at who he's fought. This is the same guy who eats punches on purpose just to bait you into hell, and that's why this matchup feels like a trap dressed up as an opportunity. And in a minute, I'm gonna tell you why Paddy's biggest strength might actually be the thing that gets him hurt early if he's not careful. Here's where the chaos really starts, because this isn't just about skill. This is about timing, hype, money, and eyeballs. And Paddy Pimblett brings all of it, whether people like it or not. You put Gaethje in a cage and violence is guaranteed. You put Paddy in there and the internet explodes, and together this thing is a ticking bomb. But don't blink, because one name everyone feels sorry for right now is Arman Tsarukyan, and his shadow looms over this entire fight in a way nobody is talking about yet.
Tell you, I don't know. When I watch Paddy, I don't come away going, whoa, that is freakishly fast speed. Give you an example. When Conor McGregor fights, I come away going, whoa, that dude's fast. Now, I ask you that, it doesn't mean that Paddy's not fast. I'm sharing with you that if you're going to beat Justin Gaethje, you have to be faster than him. Anybody who has ever beaten Justin Gaethje has had that quality. They have not been a better grappler. That's not what it comes down to. They couldn't out-condition him, out-experience him, out-grit him. You have to be faster than Justin Gaethje because he'll give you a chance to hit him. They don't mind if you hit him. It's a speed issue. Can you hit him a lot? And by the way, when you come in to hit him and he allows you to, he's giving you a shot so that he can get a shot. If you can be fast enough, you can get your shot and get out of the way before he gets his shot, right? It's an equal.
Now let's talk real analysis, because Chael Sonnen boiled this entire fight down to one brutal word: speed. Not wrestling, not toughness, not heart, speed. And that's terrifying because every man who has beaten Justin Gaethje had one thing in common: they were faster than him. And here's the uncomfortable truth that's gonna upset some fans. Paddy does not look freakishly fast on tape, and if you miss what that means, the ending of this fight is gonna shock you. Justin Gaethje allows you to hit him. That's the bait, that's the trick, because when you step in slow, he steps in harder, and suddenly you're trading with a guy who hits like a car crash. Chael's doubt isn't hate, it's history, because if you can't touch Justin first and disappear, you don't last long in that fire. And later in this breakdown, there's one adjustment Paddy might make that could completely change that equation if it shows up on fight night.
Trade. But is Paddy faster? Justin just gave an assessment. I'm so happy for Justin, by the way. He played such an interesting hand here. And he didn't have the cards. By the way, he did not have, there was a lot of things that fell into place to get us to this point. If Ilia Topuria had not taken to social media and said, hey guys, time out, I don't believe we're at this point. I don't believe it was going to be Justin versus Ilia. I'll admit that it could have been, but I don't think it was. I think Paddy was going to get that opportunity first, and I'm not sure that Tsarukyan wasn't possibly also in front of Justin. So I just talk about, I'm very happy for him, and I'm very happy for the sport that everything has worked out the way that it did. And one thing that I admire about Justin Gaethje and this call out, I got to give Paddy the same credit.
Paul Felder threw another wrinkle into this because he flat out said Paddy cannot fight Justin the way he fought Michael Chandler. Chandler is chaos, reckless, explosive, and mistake-prone, while Gaethje is tight, violent, and brutally efficient in close range. That means every exchange Paddy wins costs him something, and if that tax adds up, the ending could come fast. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Paddy Pimblett keeps leveling up. Every fight he's bigger, stronger, sharper, and that Chandler knee wasn't luck. It was timing, and it cracked the fight open. And if this thing stays on the feet like many insiders think, Justin's age and mileage quietly become a factor, whether fans like it or not. Michael Bisping nailed the psychology of this perfectly because he says the excuses are already loaded. If Paddy wins, people will say Justin is old, washed, past it, just like they did with Bobby Green. But here's the problem with that excuse. Justin still looked damn good recently, and even getting knocked out by Max Holloway doesn't erase who he is.
But he has done a really good job of proving everyone wrong every step of the way. Maybe not everyone wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe some people thought the matches would go like that. But I was surprised the way he beat Chandler. Do you think he can do that to Justin Gaethje?
I don't think he can do it like that. I don't think the styles match up for him to be able to work Gaethje quite the way that he did against Chandler, because Chandler is a bit more reckless. He throws big wild shots. He leaves himself very open on the feet, whereas Gaethje, he gets hit, no doubt about it, but he inflicts just crazy damage in close. He's an unbelievable wrestler, whereas Chandler's a really good wrestler, but he makes big mistakes in there, right? His fight IQ, I love him. I like the guy, no doubt about it, but he just has really big holes when he's in that octagon. Sometimes he makes big mistakes in these big moments with these guys, whereas I don't think Gaethje will.
Bisping isn't disrespecting Gaethje. He's warning people that wear and tear matters. Justin has been stopped before by absolute killers, and that history doesn't mean he's weak. It means his body has been through hell. And that's why this moment is dangerous, because timing doesn't care about legacy. Now listen closely, because Justin's own words might be the most revealing thing in this entire buildup. He doesn't see Paddy as sloppy or dumb. He sees a guy who builds momentum early and feeds off confidence. Justin's entire plan is about stealing that confidence fast, breaking the rhythm, and never letting Paddy believe he belongs in there.
Do that. Do I think Paddy can win? 100%. I think this kid is doing it right, man. He is constantly seemingly like he's working on his strength and conditioning. He's always looking bigger and stronger every time that we see him inside of that cage. And I think he's always improving his striking. And I think he's more dangerous in all areas than people give him credit for. Like that Chandler fight really started at the beginning of the end was when he smashed his fucking face with that knee. And then from there just started battering him. His ground and pound is really aggressive, like he showed in that fight. But I think a lot of this particular matchup, because of Gaethje's grappling, is going to take place on the feet. Gaethje is getting older. He's got a lot of wear and tear on him. It is the perfect time for Paddy to be faced.
Justin openly admits Paddy's technique isn't perfect, but his pressure is real. That forward movement forces clinches, scrambles, takedown threats, and that's where chaos lives. Justin wants angles, foot control, and harder counters, because if he lets momentum snowball, this fight turns ugly in a hurry. Luke Thomas added gasoline by pointing out the odds are probably wrong. Justin being the underdog shocked him, and he thinks once people really study the tape, that line is gonna move. But Luke also warned that all those wars have slowed Justin just enough to give Paddy openings, especially if the fight drags on.
Okay.
Paddy kind of got ahead of, he did a little video where he was saying, if I beat Justin, I know what you're all going to say. He's the man's 37 and he's past his prime. Just like they said when I beat Bobby King Green, that he was old and he couldn't grapple or whatever he said. And he went through every fight. He said, they're always going to say that, And they did say that. And they do say that. And they kind of might well say that if he beats Justin Gaethje. The reality is, though, Justin looked phenomenal against Rafael Fiziev.
Yeah.
All right, he got knocked out against Max Holloway.
James Lynch framed this perfectly as a real test, not a shortcut. If Paddy beats Justin Gaethje, nobody can cry about title shots anymore, period. And from Justin's side, this isn't charity. This is a real path back to gold that he earned the hard.
It is the perfect time for Paddy to be facing somebody like Justin.
He did get face planted by Max Holloway as well.
And he's been knocked out. Yeah. Yeah. And he's been knocked out badly before that. That wasn't the first KO. I mean, Eddie Alvarez put him out with some knees and beat him up. Who else knocked him out?
I don't know. I'm just going to look it up right now.
Oh, well, Charles knocked him down really bad, I think, and then choked him out.
Well, yeah, no, he did. Knocked him out and then choked him out. Hold on. The record is here. His record is, wow. I'm just going through all the fight of the years and all the awards and everything. Taking forever. 26 wins, 5 losses. Knocked out 3 times. Max Holloway, Oliveira, choked him out. Habib, choked him out. Dustin Poirier, TKO. Eddie Alvarez, KO with the knee. Okay. Yeah. No shame in any of those.
No. No, he's only fought the best guys in the division. He debuted against Michael Johnson when Michael Johnson was, and by the way, still winning fights, but was really dangerous at the time.
Yeah, no, of course.
Renato Moicano might have dropped the most dangerous take of all. He believes if Justin doesn't finish this early, the fight tilts because Paddy is strong, sharp, and deadly on the ground late. Paddy's submissions don't get respect, and that's exactly how people get caught. That's why this fight feels cursed and electric at the same time. Power versus momentum, experience versus hunger, speed versus pressure, and one mistake changes everything. So before the final bell ever rings, tell me who you've got, the war-tested killer or the rising chaos machine.
Do you believe against yourself he'll still be as aggressive, or do you think he's going to be trying to look to get this to the ground as quickly as possible?
Well, no, I think he's going to have to. Obviously, I think he's going to fight smart. I think he's going to fight a smart fight. I think he fought a smart fight versus Chandler. I think in the first round he was very calculated. He wasn't necessarily over aggressive, and I expect him to fight like that against me. And I really got to control his feet. When it comes to technique, he might not be there, but when it comes to like aggression and tenacity, those are big variables when it comes to striking, and those are things that he does not lack in. And so I'm going to need to still his momentum and still the confidence, because that's why he is so effective right now.